What's up, YouTube? It's your favorite cousin Tripp, and I'm back with another banger. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I see we moving on up, to the east side. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Anyway, Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie always, sticking his Lil Boosie and where it don't belong. The internet been going crazy because Lil Boosie, it went on social media and had something to say about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's daughter, formerly known as son. And yeah, it's going crazy right now. And I just got something to say, about it. He was really upset.
You gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have shit figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But his dick be gone. How you gonna... Like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his fucking dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro. You fucking tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog.
First off, I didn't know that they was going, do the big chop at 12 years old. I don't know where that information's coming from. Maybe I missed something. It could all be so simple if you mind your own business. When your friend come over and she want to talk about somebody else's kid, and she be talking, hey girl, whose little boy is that, the one with the nappy head? You just tell her that's not your kid. Nacho? Who is Nacho? That's Nachos. Not your child. That's not your child. Don't worry about it. That's not your child. What about your child? What about your kid? Lil Boosie, you went viral because your kid's hair was too nappy to comb. And you got upset because you couldn't comb it. What about your child? Not your child. That's not your child. That's the problem. You're all too concerned about other people's children and not your own child. Girl, look at that kid. That's a good girl. That's not your child. Nacho, child. Not your child. That's not yours. So mind your own business. They doing what's best for their family, and you should do what's best for yours. Don't nobody talk about your daughter, being a hoe at 13, you know what I'm saying? And we don't say nothing about that. We don't say nothing about your son who, still in the 3rd grade, but he 16. We ain't talk about that because that's not our kid. That's not our child. And this is not your child. We ain't talking about Lil Daisy who don't know who her daddy is. That ain't our business. She been calling, every man that comes up in the house with you, daddy. She trying to figure out which one gonna stick. But that's not your child. That's not our business. Your kid ain't been to school. And when she do come, her hair nappy, but that's not your child. We ain't got nothing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with us. That's your child. So you mind your child business and let Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, mind their children's business. It's just like, just because you a celebrity and you're a public figure, everybody got something to say about the way you choose to do things. And at the end of the day, it's their choice. It's up to them. You know, what they feel like they want to do with their kid. If their kid is happy and they feel like their kid is happy, they gonna do what they gonna do. You know, would some of y'all be, you know, feel better if he disowned her, kicked her out, you know, sent her to go live with Oprah? Would that make you happy? Mind your business. What your children doing? You know, let's talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Post your kids' report card up there and let us all go in on how he should be riding the yellow bus. But, you know, we don't say nothing about that because that ain't our kid. You know, that's not your child. That's not your child. Leave Gabrielle alone. Leave Dwayne Wade alone. You know, that kid doing fine. You know, that kid trying to figure out, you know, what he doing for, what she doing for school the next day. She ain't worried about y'all. But y'all worry about her. And what she gonna do, you know, maybe if she want to use that, they got enough money to get the penis back, redo the surgery if they cut it off. You never know what money can do nowadays. But like I said, that's not your child. Find something else to worry about. This election is coming up. You know, figure that out. You know, DNA test. You still got some more DNA testing, you know, to figure out, you know, who your child daddy is. That's what you need to be worried about. You know? I'm just saying. When the old girl come over, you know, whoever want a girl, you know what, cut her off. That's not your child. Girl, I just want to say to you that. That's not your child. Cut her off. She won't come to you no more.
Tripper plug, this the real deal. This tripper plug, this the real deal. I know you see me on television. I know you see me on your YouTube, but you don't know me in real life, little homie. You better play it cool. Never let your left hand know what your right hand finna do, cause they gon' study your every move, try to imitate what you about to do. This here is the gang gang. We don't rock with you if I ain't feeling you. I've been on top since I started, dog, and I ain't finna move.
You already know what time it is. Shout out to all my new subbies, my new cousins, my old cousins, first generation. Y'all already know what it is. I'm your favorite cousin, Tripp. And I'm your favorite cousin because, you know, I'm the ride or die. The one you could kick it with, the one you could talk about your mama to. You know, you can come spend the night over my house for the weekend. You know, I ain't gonna tell on you when you steal my mama's candy and, you know, none of that, you know. So we rock like that. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because, you know, we lit. If you're already part of the fam, go ahead and thumbs up this video because y'all already know that's what we need to do on YouTube. But yeah, man, Lil Boosie, you know, then opened his mouth again, which he always do, you know, and speaks the way he feel on certain topics. You know, a lot of people feel some type of way when Lil Boosie speak about LGBTQ, LFM, LGQRS, TRV, WX, Y, and Z topics. You know, they say he sound ignorant and, you know, homophobic, but everything Boosie say sound ignorant. It ain't just the LGBTP stuff. It's whatever he say. You know, they talking about Zaya. You know Zaya? Well, a couple weeks ago, he wasn't Zaya. Now he's Zaya. Well, she Zaya now. Dwayne Wade's son, formerly known as, I don't really know what he was formerly known as. All we know is that she's Aya now. And, you know, some people feel some type of way about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union supporting their child the way they support them, the way they love their child. A lot of people don't feel the same way. They say, you know, y'all doing too much. So it was one thing to support the kid, you know, but it's a whole nother thing to, you know, be letting him come out here and, you know, dictate, you know, what he want to do with his life and do this, you know, and it's just a real touchy subject. You know, some people is for it and some people is against it, you know. At the end of the day, that ain't your child. So, I mean, I don't know how far your feelings gonna go when it comes to Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's household. You know, I'm not sure if they gonna take into consideration the way you feel about it. But, you know, if you got your own kid, when they come to you, you can handle yours the way you want to handle. Let them handle theirs the way they want to handle. But you know what I've been doing? I've been doing some comment creeping. Because you get some of the, you know, most interesting things when you just read the comments. You know, some people just come to the page, they go straight down to the comments because these people out here fool. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to comment creep. And we just going to see what the cousins talking about on this subject. You know, see what the people talking about on this subject. And I'm telling y'all, when y'all hear some of this stuff, y'all be saying in these comments, you will really understand. So, Jamal Singleton, he started the thread off by saying, now this was under Bootsie's video that he posted, you know, and I insert the video so you can see exactly what Boosie said. Now Jamal said, this was so ignorant and uneducated, but I expected nothing less from him. I hope D-Wade responds to his ignorance and educate Boosie's homophobic ass. Now Jerome, you know, came in up under that. And he said, uneducated how? How is he homophobic? He clearly said that the kid thinks he's gay, let him be gay. Just don't cut his penis off. That he is a child and still has a lot of developing to do. Disagreeing with this nonsense makes him homophobic. But he ended it with a period. But I'm assuming, you know, that was a question. Now Jamal comes back and says it's uneducated because no one ever says Zaya was getting a sex reassignment surgery. And homophobic because Boosie is homophobic. He's shown it time after time. He always feels the need to insert himself in the matter of LGBTQ community. And in his music, he spews a lot of hate towards gay men. Daniel chimes in and he says, so it's fine for you for a 12-year-old boy still in development to identify as a girl? And Jamal comes back and says, Daniel, yes, I do. Just like you were able to identify yourself as a male at 12 years old. See, what people don't understand is that young people are not dumb creatures. 12-year-olds can absolutely identify and understand who and what they are at the age of 12. Just like a 12-year-old woman can have babies. Jamal continued to say, Daniel, for most gay people, even earlier than 12 years old, they know they gay. I've known I was gay since I was in the first grade. I was never exposed to any TV. You know, I never was exposed to anything gay, but I was. It's not a mistake. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with a boys and girls know that they like boys at the age of 12 years old. But soon as a gay boy or a gay girl tries to identify themselves, y'all act like something is wrong, or as if we are some type of aliens, and we are stupid. Okay, so that's what Jamal says now. Jerome comes back in and he says the LGBT community inserts themselves in everyone else's business. You guys love throwing the word homophobic around. It's like only the people who agree with it are allowed to have an opinion. Jamal comes back in and says, what exactly do LGBTQ in caps, letting them know you missed the Q, and that's what it is. Community inserts themselves into. Besides trying to be equal human beings, and guess if someone throws homophobic slurs, yeah, he said, and guess if someone throws homophobic slurs, I was going to correct it for him, but no, that's what he said. And guess if someone throws homophobic slurs around, we will call them out. Just like if someone throw racial slurs around about black people, we're going to call them out as racist. It's the same thing. Emily comes in and she gives the white girl with a hand on her face emoji. Then Emily comes back again, talking to Jamal. If you have a dick, you a male. If you have a pussy, you a female. Then Jamal comes back in and says to Emily, bitch, I know you ignorant as fuck, but we have the right to choose how the fuck we want to identify. If you don't want to be a man or a woman, then that's your choice. Y'all ignorant, imperfect ass always worried about how someone else is living. So he pretty much went in on Emily for coming in saying if you know you got a dick, you a dick, you know, whatever. So Emily comes back in and she says, then from this day forward, I want to be identified as a white woman. Then Jamal comes back in and says, Emily, here comes the racist shit. Listen, do you please, I don't give a fuck. Y'all all want to be us anyway. Then Emily comes back in and says racist with 2 question marks. LOL. That's ignorant on, who's the ignorant one now? Man pulling the race and homophobic card out of his ass today. White woman with her hand on her head emoji, laughing emoji. Then Emily comes back again under that and says, I'm just saying, I feel more like a black woman than a white woman. So, how am I wrong or racist? You know, then Jerome comes in, LMOOOOOOOOO, bruh. Nobody actually wants to be gay, and he's talking to Jamal. Emily comes back in, talking to Jerome, and she says, ugh, I slightly disagree because I've seen plenty summer dykes, laughing emoji. You know, girls that pretend to be gay for attention. Jerome comes back in and why should he, why she gotta be a bitch? That's the other word y'all pillow biters like throwing around. Everyone is either ignorant, a homophobe, or a bigot. Jerome comes back in again. Emily, this shit just falls out his ass. The muscles is all stretched out. Oh, Jerome, that ain't right, man. Emily comes back to Jerome saying, bruh, BRUHHHHHHH. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Jamal finally caught wind that they was going in on him. And he says to Jerome, well, you know more than I do. You know, with the guy who, you know, doing that. Emily comes back in talking to Jerome. Well, I'm off this. I'm late to my clan meeting. Oh shit. Remind me to take off my Black Lives Matter shirt. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Then Jamal comes back in saying to Emily, and I knew you was going to use that Black Lives Matter shirt as a shield. Bitch, that makes you even more racist for trying to use that as protection. You're the type of white I can't stand. Yes, please take it off, you fake ass Black Lives Matter supporter. We don't need people like you to support us from our own glorification. Emily comes back laughing at Jamal. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. And she say, okay, bruh. And Jamal comes back in at Emily and says, I'm not your bro. And never will be. Emily, whatever you say, brother. Jamal backs at Emily with a Waka Flocka meme. Just looking at her. Emily comes back and says, or sister, whatever you prefer. With some type of drag queen gift. Jamal comes back to Emily saying, how about you suck my big black dick, since that's all you white women like about black lives anyway. Oh my, this is going. Oh, Emily comes back to Jamal and says, maybe if it wasn't covered in shit. Jamal comes back at Emily. You like that too. Y'all like anything. Emily. Everything except BBC up my ass. That's what she talking. She's still talking to Jamal. She says she like everything except big black cock up her ass. Now, Jerome comes in. He wants to be your sister. Talking to Emily. Then Jerome comes back in again, laughing my ass off, talking to Emily. Then Jamal comes back in, talking to Jerome, and says, my sisters have melanin. Sorry. Then Frederick Johnson comes in and says, LGBTQ community agenda. Why it always has is marriage on the topic of civil rights, and at the end of the day, the rhetoric does not compare to the racial inequality. LGBTQ is a fight for the right to practice sexual behavior. Racial equality is a fight to be treated like a human being. Jamal comes in talking to Frederick Johnson and saying agree and disagree. LGBTQ, in parentheses, is a fight to be treated like humans as well, not the practice of sexual behavior. Sexual behavior is a practice among straight and gay, if that's the case. And then he says, furthermore, LGBTQ is not an agenda. It's actual humans living their lives. Heterosexual people call it agenda because they want us to be miserable and in the closet, y'all. But that's no longer. We will live our lives unapologetically. Kappa D Capri comes in, says the agenda leader, talking to Jerome. And then Jerome comes back into Kappa D Capri saying, I like that name, you know, with the, you know, thing up. And saying, I'll continue to live my agenda life. The Kappa D Capri comes back in and says, Jerome, anybody who don't want to suck and take dick and believe in men being men is homophobe. No one else can believe in heterosexual. It's like they are trying to force every black man to be gay. If your opinion, not glorified dick in the booty activists, you're wrong. What? Heterosexual, like, if your opinion not glorifying dick in the booty activity, then you're wrong. Okay. Then, Kappa D Capri comes back in talking to Jamal saying, go ahead, sister. Jamal comes back in to Kappa D saying, how dumb do you really sound? All my brothers are straight and have children. I'm proud of them. No one can force you to be gay, bruh. That's something you're born with or you choose to accept. No one can force anyone to be gay. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? This is insecurity. But usually comes from someone that not living their truth. Oh, the insecurity usually come from someone not living their truth. I'm starting to think a lot of y'all are not living in y'all truth. Because the straight men I know are 100% comfortable in who they are. I have tons of straight friends and they respect me and I respect them. And Jamal comes back in and Kappa D. It's funny that y'all think calling me sis or sister hurts me. Nah, I call people sis on a daily. So the joke is on you, sis. Kappa D comes back in talking to Jamal. One thing I've learned is I can't win an argument with a woman. You win. I'm done here. Jamal comes back in to Kappa D. You shouldn't have entered, hun. That's what you should not have did. You should not even entered. So bye. Kappa D comes back in to Jamal. Well, you called a man ignorant for and uneducated because he believed a boy born with a dick should remain a boy until a mental health and need a mental health evaluation. Jerome comes back in talking to Kappa D. You see the nonsense? Question mark. Kappa D comes in to Jamal. It's believed displayed in the media. It's being displayed in the media to normalize the behavior and they targeting the kids. Jamal comes back in to Kappa D. Nigga, the straight agenda is displayed in the media. Gay people have every right to be represented in the media as well. Yeah. So they just going back and forth and Lynn comes in and says this fucking dumb. Jerome comes in and said, yeah, it's dumb to let your 12-year-old son cut his dick off. Lynn says that's not what he's doing. Jerome to Lynn saying, so what is he doing? Then Jamal comes in to Jerome saying, this is why I say it's uneducated because you don't even understand what he's doing. Identifying as a female does not mean surgery. Colin came in and said, bro, are y'all serious? This is disgusting. And it's the reason society is messed up. This is not all right. Nobody should be cutting their penis off unless they are an adult. Some of y'all have gone so far. Jerome comes in talking to Jamal saying, well, he has been identifying as a girl, which doesn't make him one, by the way. He would never be one. Collins comes in to Jamal saying, facts, if I ever heard him. Jamal comes back in. That's fine. But she have the right to feel free to identify as whatever. That shouldn't come with the price of people judging and shaming. Let people live their lives imperfectly, just like you're living your lives imperfectly. Then Lynn comes in, Jerome saying, chafing this pronoun to her, wearing girls, what? Clothes. Okay, to her wearing girls' clothes. Eventually, he will take hormones to begin the transition. They might be advised to put him on hormone blockers too, to delay puberty. Doctor and family decision. Ultimately, Nell says he's not cutting off anything. So mind your own penis. Then Kiera comes and she says, LOL, you haven't realized anything. Who doesn't this? You have to realize, oh, if you haven't realized, everyone who doesn't agree with this gay shit isn't homophobic. I just can't with this world. You know, then Xavier comes in and says, why does straight man have to have deep concern about something he hasn't experienced? And, you know, they just go on and on and on and on. You know, Kashim came in and said, not cut his dick off, dog. This is what I have to read in the comments. Back and forth, disrespecting each other and differences of opinions and things like that. You know, at the end of the day, it's not your child. It's not your child. That should be, you know, I'm going to get a shirt made. That's not your child. And it's going to be spelled NACHOCHIL. Not your child. And that's what a lot of people just need to, you know, that's not your child. Don't worry about it. You know, it's not your child. You know, at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do. They gonna choose the way they want to live their life. You know what I'm saying? It was okay for you to be a hoe in front of your kids. Smoke weed in front of them. Get drunk. Go out. Half of y'all kids knew about sexual activity at 10 years old. Younger than that, because they seen you hunching in the other room. But you know that ain't none of our business. That's not your child. You raise your child the way you want to raise your child. You know? We can go back and forth on how we feel about it. You know? That's not your child. It's your boy Tripp, man. I just wanted to just do a little comment creeping with y'all. I didn't know it was going to get, you know, all turned up and homophobic slurs, white woman. It just went bad. But maybe we might, you know, thumbs up this video. Maybe we might do some more comment creeping, you know, and let y'all know what the people, that's what the people said. That's what y'all saying in the comments, you know. I don't know. Holla at your boy. Leave your comments down below. But I'm going to read them. And it's going to be me responding versus Jerome. He tried to hold it down with the whole community. Everybody was at him. You know, he had to get him off of him. What you feel about it? Let me know about what you feel about Zaya, the girl formerly known as Dwayne Wade's son. Let me know what you feel about it in the comments, man. And I'll holler at y'all next time, man. It's your favorite cousin Tripp. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get it popping.